Dude, we're never going to be able to recreate what just happened.
No.
We can try it again. We're back, baby! The best podcast, motherfucker! Welcome, Jwal.
What's up, buddy?
Sometimes people talk about you and they don't refer to you as Jwal. They say your
Government.
Your actual name, and I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about?
You know, I'll tell you the funniest shit, man. Early on at Louisville Comedy Club, you know the Big Red, the security guard with the big red beard?
Yeah.
For some reason, he was the guy, like, managing the list one day, the list of comedians.
Yeah, he's gone up a couple times.
He said, "What's your name, man?" I was like, "Jwal." And he's like, "Huh?" And then, like 5 minutes later, he comes back to me. "Dude, I got to put your real name down." I was like, "Jwal, man." He's like, "Your name?" I was like, "Justin Walden." And he's like, "All right."
Justin Walden, everybody.
Amber gets there to host, right? She's getting there, and she comes to me. She's like, "Hey, Jwal." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you know this dude, Justin Walden? I've never met this comedian." I'm like,
who the fuck is this?
I looked right at Big Red. I was like, "I told you, bro. Like, nobody knows who the fuck that is. Like, I am Jwal, bitch."
He's like, "I need the name that God gave you."
Yes. I'm going to need what's on your social.
Yeah, dude. Jwal, welcome. It's been a long time. I feel like the first time I ever met you, I said, "You need to come on my podcast."
I believe it.
I'm pretty sure I said that.
Funny thing is, I know it's the first thing I've said to a lot of people because that's how I came in the game.
Is podcasting?
Yeah.
Tell me about your podcast experiences.
Dude, I tell you.
Through it. I feel like there's a lot we still don't know. We're new friends. We need to learn more about each other.
Yeah, we don't really have the backdrop, you know?
We got this green screen though, and we're in Delaware. I'm in Delaware. God, I hope I can figure out how to make Delaware appear back there.
I do too. I want to go to Delaware. I want to go to the birthplace of the greatest fucking president we've ever seen, right?
Joe Biden?
Joe Beasy, baby. Joe Beasy, man. It don't get no better than Joe Beasy.
Dude.
If you think about it, America's never been funner than under Joe Beasy because it's obvious that it is lawless out here.
I bet if we could resurrect past presidents and have a sniff off, he's definitely the best at that, I think.
Yeah. Could you imagine having to sniff George Washington's wig?
Or teeth.
Like every time he talks, it smells like mahogany and ass.
So great. Wait, because he had wooden teeth.
Boom. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah. Dude.
He sneezes, it smells like sawdust. And
yeah. It probably smells like slave pussy.
Guaranteed.
Fucking, sorry, I totally interrupted the podcast journey. Tell me some about your past casts.
Well,
if you want to, you don't have to.
The funny thing is, we had gold with the first podcast that we did.
What was it called?
The United Hard Hats of America.
Hard Hats?
Yeah. We started a men's club. And it was basically a motorcycle club. But instead of motorcycles and leather vests, the only qualification to get in was you had to have a job where you wore a hard hat and a safety vest. Construction workers, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And we did fishing trips, camping shit, throwing axes, ball games. It's just a bunch of dudes doing dude shit. A glorified sausage fest. But through that, my homie, Irk the Nerve, shout out Irk the Nerve, started a podcast. I started coming on there. Eventually, he was like, "Dude, you should do your own." We decided to do one in the name of the club.
Yeah.
The worst podcast for the viewers ever. I was doing it off of a very old laptop with the cam from the laptop and the mic from the laptop. No headphones, no shit. But the fun had on that show and the shit we did on that show, to this day, the funnest podcast experience of my life. But as far as the professionalism of it.
Who was on it with you?
Me, Irk the Nerve, my guy ACL, shout out ACL. He makes all of our beats and shit for us over at Blurred Minds Media. Probably, honestly, one of the best producers in the country, if I would say so. And then a hodgepodge of whoever. the homies, basically. Just anybody that was in the men's club. They would just come on. But we did stripper interviews. We did OnlyFans girls interviews. We did all kind of shit. I think we actually are the first in history to have a producer make a beat live on YouTube and then have a stripper twerk to it live on YouTube, all within 5 minutes. I think we might have set the record.
Wait, so the twerk happened, was it a simultaneous...
He was making the beat live.
Creation twerk?
Yeah. He was making the beat live, and as the beat became a banger, she got up, and this is the thing, too. We saw her the whole time, very pretty chick, black top, you can see a nice bit of cleavage. But, it was a shirt or like a tank top, we would think. But then she gets up to twerk, and come to find out, it's a one-piece with a thong up her cheeks, and now she's clapping these cheeks to this beat live. I think we're the only ones who've done it.
I mean, yeah.
I think we set history that day.
You think Diddy has one, but with a guy doing it?
Guaranteed. Dude, Diddy's catalog of weirdness in video form is probably unmatched.
Yeah. I think my favorite, well, I haven't seen too many, but the one of him as the Joker, and he keeps saying the N-word, but like nobody knows that he's black because he's in full... he's got on gloves. He's full white face. It was very funny.
Yeah, because there for a minute, everybody's like,
are we about to kill this guy?
Yeah, everybody's looking at him like, is this a active hate crime?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What about the fucking wild boy that Diddy is?
I mean,
he
shot a lot of people, I feel like.
I don't remember my life without Diddy in it growing up. He's been like, Biggie was when I was a kid, but forever he was just like,
He's always close to some kind of drama.
Yeah. But there for a while it was regular rap drama, like just people getting shot. Then it turned out to like he's fucking drill rappers. He's drilling drill rappers. That's insane.
Diddy drill him? Fucking is he kind of like one of those rappers that he didn't really have that many good songs, right? I feel like.
Oh, like Diddy himself?
Yeah.
No, Diddy himself's music is terrible.
It's like not that good that I
But
remember.
he just produced and signed people that did amazing work.
Yeah.
That's that was his whole. Without Biggie, he's just regular gay.
That's funny. Without Biggie, Diddy's just regular gay.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
You're just fucking regular dudes, and you can't hide it under this.
You're just tricking your
coworkers.
You're trying to You're forcing your underlings at your office job to
instead of
go hike with you so you can. Touch their butt.
Dude, this is a whole joke coming together. I can see it now. Because think about it. Instead, Diddy, as a regular dude, without Biggie, you're not fucking Meek Mills for a rap deal.
Uh-huh.
You're fucking Charles at Averett Express for extra vacation time. You know what I'm saying? If he's regular gay.
Well, I don't think he worked for Averett Express. I think he'd work for Ryder.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
or ride him.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
But the wild thing to think about for me is, if this is how Diddy's getting people to sign to Bad Boy, did he fuck Biggie, bro? That's insane.
I guess that's the question. That's what Diddy means. Diddy.
Diddy? Yo! What? What? I think we just look behind the veil. That's definitely a glitch in the Matrix. Did he?
Diddy?
It's never been Diddy.
He's been telling us the whole time.
We thought it was D-I-D-D-Y.
It's D-I-D-H-E.
Fucking shit, man.
My baloney has a first name. It's D-I-D-H-E. Woo! Oh, man.
Diddy. Wild, man. You know what I'm scared of, though? I got a Wu-Tang Killer Bee tattoo.
Where?
Right here in my arm.
That's cool.
Yeah. But the wild thing about it is, with this Diddy shit, if I look up one day and come to find out the RZA made Old Dirty Bastard suck his cock for some shit, I'll be so mad. I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah.
Now I got a gay tattoo.
But I don't think...
Instantly, I have a gay tattoo. Instantly, this is a tramp stamp.
Do you think... Hold on, I'm going to adjust the camera. Do you think that Diddy, like all those kids on that show he had, have anybody from that come out and said he tried to fuck us or whatever?
Which one? The Making the Band?
Yeah, the one that
where
Chappelle
they were walking,
Show spoofed or whatever.
Yeah, when they were walking to get the cheesecake and shit?
Yeah.
Well, you know how it is. When something comes out, then everybody's grifting and everybody wants to have a take. But from what I heard, is not only did he make them walk to go get the cheesecake, he made somebody eat the cheesecake out of his booty.
Ooh.
Cheesecake ass.
And we thought Lizzo was bad.
Yeah, right?
God.
What exactly was that? She made somebody...
Everybody's not freaking out enough, honestly. Like, the freak out over Diddy... I don't know. Do you think the freak out over... I guess the freak out over Lizzo is more in, like, mainstream... like more like soccer mom type of world than...
Yeah, but what was it? It was something like she made people fuck themselves with a banana or something?
She made one of her dancers eat a banana out of a Nordic prostitute's vagina.
Well, that's not really news as much as just a good night out.
Yeah, I mean... sounds like a work trip, I guess.
What's to report on exactly?
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, she did that. But I wonder if old Diddy. I think people are not freaking out as much about Diddy.
No, well, I think really if you just look through like the whole history of his career, I don't think it's that surprising, you know. Like the shiny suits. You know, I think that was a telltale sign of things to come.
Shiny suits.
I mean, he signed a guy named Murder Mace. And then put him in a video with a platinum suit on. With a bunch of like purple and lights and shit behind him. It was, you know, that's telling him. He's like, you ain't murdering now, baby, you shiny. You know, that's just gay shit.
That's crazy.
Anytime you got to put sparkles on something. When you got to bedazzle rappers, but it's a gay move.
All the rappers in the 80s were kind of bedazzled. Or no, the 70s. Like early rap, they were pretty bedazzled.
I honestly think all like mainstream black dudes back in the 80s were gay. Look at Rick James. Look at Prince.
Gay? I don't think they're gay.
They're not, but look at them.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I'm saying is for all these dudes that were like, dude, I loved Prince. I'm like, what did you love? Assless chaps? Like, what are them, like the frivolly shirts, the Austin Power shirts? Like,
yeah, he was pretty crazy.
But I'm saying, like, none. I mean, he's a very eccentric cat, and that's how he rode. But all the big muscle bound, hard nosed dudes from that era, they're like, I love Prince. Like, yeah, a lot of love for a dude that looks like a chick. I think they were all closeted gays. Prince fans are closeted gays.
New band, Closeted Gays.
Yeah. Rick James too. Rick James is like a really pretty man. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean that's like. I guess in that...
Pretty men are gay, right?
Yeah, I have to work really hard to, like, dumb myself down so I don't get... It's really... I can inadvertently get really pretty, you know?
You know? Yeah. Sometimes when I like get all, like, gussied up for the weekend and I look too good, I do something to be ugly, you know?
Well, like cut yourself?
I just take like you take a booger and just let it dry on the crack of my mustache. Just I got to throw it off somehow.
Just has like a defense.
Yeah, you know.
Cool.
Or just instead of talking with my hands, I just talk with my nub all night to throw everybody off. So he can't be gay. He's pointing his nub too much.
What if you did that to somebody and it hypnotized them and then they cut their arm off and they were like, I'm you now.
And they just handed it to me. Here, sir, for you. Like, this is your right. I don't need two rights, you fucking dick. My thumbs are going to be weird.
I needed you to cut the other one off.
Yeah, now I got to put this one on upside down. This is what is it?
Stupid.
I'll always be playing Baker, man. This is insane.
One of those clap games. Fuck, dude.
Dude, I had a wild thought. And I fucking forgot it. I hate it too because I think you would have dug it. I was like, John Bass would think this is hilarious.
Did you just have it, or was this like?
No, I had it and lost it. It was somewhere in our Diddy talks. I don't know.
So how have you been?
So far, so good, man. You know,
running all these shows,
dude.
Murder Circus.
I love promoting shows and putting them on and giving people a good night out. I love it when people trust you with the weekend and it pays off for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of what we do as entertainers. But, dude, it's, as you know, man, it is stressful as fuck.
Yeah, it can be stressful.
Because it's like, I just like look at people. I'm like, all y'all should come to the show because we really did some cool shit for you, you know, and it's going to be great. But man, talking them into believing that is rough.
Yeah, I get it. So I've
when they look at a bill and the name's not automatic, like, oh yeah, I know that dude is a comic because he's famous or something.
Yeah,
dude, they just look at you like they don't trust you.
Like it's
that
gonna
you're
suck.
giving them something good.
And
but once they get there, they get it. But man, it's rough to get them there sometimes.
But I mean, it's kind of a fair. It's kind of fair because a lot of like local productions historically probably did suck.
You know, there is something to say for that.
So yeah, no offense to, I mean, I've never done anything more than, you know, local or regional shit, but I've been to quite a few shows that it was not.
Dude, I tell you,
not billed well. So when someone does say, "Wow, I was not expecting this to be that good," I'm like, "Well, fucking thanks." I was like, "I appreciate you saying." You know, it's like a real.
Yeah.
But I've had multiple people say that they were surprised that it was actually good, and I'm like, "Well, thanks." Me too.
Yeah.
But,
I've had people do that to me, come up after the show, and they were like, "Dude, that was actually pretty good." Like, actually, like you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
They don't trust you at the door, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's probably more of that, like going back to we're older and we don't understand TikTok and all that kind of shit.
That's the only thing I hate about doing all this comedy shit, man, is social media. But to not do it's crazy. It's just a wild thought to even think about not doing it. But
yeah, you got to do it at John Bass Comedy on every platform.
Yeah.
At John Bass Comedy. Please follow me. No H. John Bass Comedy.
Do you ever look into all that shit? Like how to really do it right? Instagram and all that? I was like reading.
I know. I mean, no. But people tell me stuff, and then I pay attention to what seems to get engagement. It probably would be beneficial to analyze that, but it's so fucking, I don't know. It's so boring. Like people hate.
I've decided this week.
People don't want to understand the machine that they are living inside of. They just want to live in it.
Yeah, they just want to eat the steak.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wants to take the red pill. But
take the brown pill.
But I've decided that for myself, man. I'm about to carve out a lot of time and really start reading up on all this shit and how to do it correctly. Because, man, honestly, dude, I've partaken in it at a high capacity of output with zero return. So the thing is, it ain't for a lack of trying. It's for a lack of doing it right.
Trajectory. Yeah.
Doing it well.
Yeah.
Dude, I on the Shamrock Showdown, for instance, roast battle that we did, shout out Drew Blankenship taking the crown.
Yay.
Taking it back to Lexington. But over 30-something individual completely different reels for this event. Mm-hmm. 3 completely different targeted sponsored ads. 8 comedians posting it. A host with 20 fucking thousand followers.
Yeah.
a judge with 10,000 followers, word of mouth, flyers, going to a fucking St. Patty's Day parade the week before, handing out flyers, posters in windows, a lot of rah-rah around it. Didn't even come close to max capacity. So the thing is, it wasn't for lazy. It wasn't it wasn't for a lack of trying. It's just something was not executed properly.
Yeah.
On the social end of it.
Yeah, I mean,
or that amount of people really seen it, and that amount of people could not care less about going to it. That could be the thing too, and that would be an awful realization. To know that it don't matter all your efforts, just nobody's coming because they don't give a fuck.
I think people gave a fuck. There were quite a few other shows that night, and it was
St. Patty's Day.
So we had
a lot to
it was an uphill battle.
That's true
to
too.
Start with, I think.
And you see, and that's my argument all the time with Tim Northern. He always
Do you want me to edit this out?
No, because I love him. But he's always like, man, like, we can do it on St. Patty's Day. I was like, I don't know, man. People do a lot of shit on St. Patty's Day, man. It's kind of a thing to do. But he's always like, just like,
it was a Sunday.
We can do it. Yeah. And I'm like, that's why sometimes we'll go to rooms and he's like, let's do it on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm like, no, dude. I want to do it on a Saturday night when people are doing shit, right? To me, Saturday night's the best fucking night.
I've never sold more tickets than Saturdays.
Yeah, that's like in Lexington. Everybody that has dealt with me in Lexington so far wants me to do Thursdays for the lull. And, dude, I want a Saturday room in Lexington so bad. Like, because I know I could probably pack it out.
Yeah.
Especially in Lexington. I got way more reach in Lexington than I do in Louisville, to be honest. Just because I grew up there. I went to 4 different high schools. Mm-hmm. They called me New Circle. I was all over that bitch.
New Circle.
In Louisville, the only people I know is my wife's family and comedians.
Really? That's right.
And comedians are the worst people to get to go to comedy shows. Because even if they show up, they don't want to pay. You know what I mean? So you can do numbers with comedians, but your bottom line is going to be shot all to shit.
Yeah, it's kind of... It's tricky. You were talking about getting into that research. I have been realizing that I'm slowly losing vocabulary because I don't read books anymore.
Yeah.
I don't read anything. I mean, I read stuff in the news, but most of the information I digest is through listening or watching it on YouTube. And I think it's hurting. It's I don't know. Like I go to find words and they're not there. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I listen to myself speak and then I'll hear someone else speak. And I'm like, fuck, I want to talk like them. So I've got 4 or 5 books that have been sitting on the back of my shitter for over 2 years that I've tried to read all of them, but I think I'm going to pick one, start with one and read it and finish it instead of, just looking at my phone or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting stupid. I used to read a lot, I don't know, when I was younger, and then at some point I stopped reading books.
Me, I can, as long as I dig it, I can just burn through a book. But if I don't care, then I can't get through 5 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if I could just read something just because I want to read it, I'm good. But when I try to study for a plumbing license, forget it, dude. Yeah. I get 3 words in and they start telling me about the plumbing laws.
What kind of plumbing laws are there?
I couldn't even tell you because I couldn't get through it.
Don't put your wiener in the pipe.
Yeah, but there's certain protocols you got. Don't put your wiener in the pipe. Rule 1: don't fuck the pipes.
Don't fuck the pipe, especially if it's a little pipe.
But I started reading this shit. It's like Kentucky State Ordinance 53 CP 49 states. I'm like, I don't fucking care, man.
Oh, man. You sounded like Mitch McConnell What if all the pipe law they did audiobooks, but it was Mitch McConnell reading them?
Oh, I wouldn't get through shit.
The pipes have to be connected legally, and the aliens have to. I mean, the water has to stay out.
Dude, there could be a book about how you can close your eyes and manifest being a filthy rich, and open your eyes and you be on a yacht that you own. And if Mitch McConnell did it, I would never fucking read that book. I'd be like, I don't even care, bro.
Oh, you're saying if he knew how to make that happen?
Yeah, but you had to listen to him tell you. I'd never get the yacht.
It'd be rough.
I'd just be poor. And everybody on the yacht would make fun of, like, you listen to that shit, you fucking idiot. It's Mitch McConnell.
Do you remember the movie Hannibal? Or no, Red Dragon?
Yep.
And there was that guy who I forgot who plays him. It's a really famous actor, but the character's like all deformed because he like Hannibal Lecter like gave him a bunch of medicine that made him hallucinate, and he like cut his face off.
Yeah. Damn, what is that actor?
But Mitch McConnell talks like that guy. You know? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We're gonna do some laws.
We're gonna do some laws.
We're gonna make some laws.
I was in a gas station with Mitch McConnell once.
Did you talk to him?
No. Funny thing is, I was gonna say something slick and snarky, but then I looked and there was a dude standing at the door with an earpiece, and he was big as fuck. And then there was a dude standing like right next to Mitch McConnell with an earpiece, big as fuck. And I was like, I don't want to die today, you know. So I just acted like I didn't even know who he was. I bitched up.
Mitch ain't no bitch,
dude. And the dudes were like,
they
were like big as fuck, like John Cena, but they had on like Hawaiian shirts, you know,
like incognito
and earpieces. I was like,
Secret
dude,
Service, dude.
I would hate to get beat up by a dude with that lame ass shirt on. Like, you look like Homer Simpson, but you're gonna whoop my ass. I don't like it. You don't want to get beat up by a guy with a bowling shirt on, a Hawaiian shirt. Hey dudes, there's certain things you
can't. Hey dudes?
Those shoes.
What's that?
It's these shoes that these gay people wear now.
What do they look like?
Awful.
Hey dudes.
Hey dudes.
It's like boots?
No, they're like slip-on shoes. They're kind of like
Crocs?
They're almost like a hybrid between a Sperry and a Croc.
Are they made out of rubber?
No, they're like canvas.
Hold on. Hey
they're kind of like dock shoes, boat shoes, you know?
Yeah.
But not as slick.
Hey dudes. All right. Hey dudes. Shoes. All right.
Hey, check these out. See what I mean?
Those are so gay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, they're all right. Actually, I'm a fan of comfy shoes, but also these are pretty, I don't know. I like slides. Those black ones aren't bad.
Don't do it to yourself, John Bass. Don't you dare.
I mean, but if
Don't you dare become a dude.
I'm not. But if they're like waterproof and shit, but they're not.
The thing is, though, shoes like that to me are like for certain shit. Like I got a pair of Crocs that you would never see me out in public in. But dude, when it comes to kayaking and going to the creek, there's no better shoe known to man.
Yeah.
And I wear them for that.
Yeah, I had a pair. I had a pair of Crocs, and I would just put them on whenever I wanted to jack off. And
your jacking shoes.
They're my jack off Crocs.
Yeah, I got a pair of Christmas socks I wear when I jack off. They're comfortable and they put me in a happy place.
No, dude, I hate Crocs. I had a pair one time, but they were like the Kroger brand, or whatever.
Yeah,
Super Kroger version of Crocs, and they melted. They're like warped in the sun. They changed shape.
Damn.
And so I could never fit my fat feet back in them.
I seen a dude melt his boots at a campfire one time. He was drunk and he fell asleep and his boots were too close to the fire. And when he woke up, like his soles were melting into the fucking fire. This shit was.
Oh yeah.
It was hilarious.
I had a pair of shoes. I was burning some brush a long time ago, and like the soles of the shoes like started to burn. Like there was no. Like the tread was all burnt. It was all slick.
Damn.
From just standing in that ash and like being, I was doing some burning.
Doing some burning?
Mm-hmm.
I think I got a bunch of people sick with a chemical fire one time. We had this fire going, and I ran out of wood, and the party was still rocking. Everybody was there.
Burn the oil.
But my daughter had it was a pink, like this big guitar. Uh-huh. But it was all fucked up and shit, and it was like a Barbie guitar or some shit.
Come on, Barbie.
And dude, I threw it on top of that fire, and when it caught in that paint and shit, it was fucking an inferno. It was like I poured fucking gas on the shit. It was nuts. So whatever chemicals in it, but everybody was coughing and shit, and everybody's eyes were watered. It ended the party. I thought I was keeping the party going, but it was abruptly ended after I poisoned everybody.
Fucking, yeah, dude, you can't burn stuff that's made out of plastic.
Yeah, I found that out.
It smells really bad. I've done it. I've burned everything. Name something, and I'll tell you if I burned it. Just pick anything.
A hairspray
can. Actually, I have. Here's the throw. I remember when we found out that you could blow. I grew up in the country, so like we could set everything on fire.
Yeah. Throwing lighters in a fire. That's always
boom,
fun.
and because like you could do it very inconspicuously.
Yeah.
Inconspicuously.
And then you just get to watch the people that don't know about it.
Yeah, and then
wait.
you like hide, and then it'll explode, and it won't really hurt anybody, but it does like it scares the fuck out of everybody.
Dude, a pop can. Like like with a full pop in it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like a fucking bomb.
Do you ever take like a can of
Look, some kid's gonna watch this.
Yeah,
fuck up the goddamn camp.
you ever take a can of shaving cream and have somebody toss it and you like do target with like a shotgun?
No,
dude. If you hit a can of like whipped shaving cream with a shotgun, like a 12 gauge, it fucking explodes and goes back up in the air. You can hit it a couple more times.
Oh,
if you're good.
Shit!
I could hit it once, but I couldn't hit it again. That's like. I don't shoot enough to be good. I don't shoot at all, but I've done that. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. You remember those big ass Juicy Juice cans?
Shout out Juicy Juice, sponsor of this episode, Juicy Juice.
You remember those? The big can that you could get? It was like a big can of juice. It was almost like a soup can, but it was like this fucking big around.
Can of Juice is a good band name. We are Can of Juice. Sorry. Yeah, Juicy Juice. It was like, wait, was Jungle Juice or Juicy Juice?
Juicy Juice.
Yeah, Juicy Juice. Oh yeah, they're both existed.
Yeah, but my uncle, my aunt went to the grocery and got all these groceries, and my uncle took the full can of Juicy Juice before the kids could even drink it. Put it up on this fucking like a fence post and shot it with a slug, like a shotgun slug. And dude, you couldn't find a piece of it, like no paper. No, nothing.
Was it like an aluminum can?
Yeah, it's like just like a soup can, but like this fucking big around full of juice.
Juicy juice.
Not any juice either. The juiciest of the juices.
The juiciest of the juices.
Yeah.
Did you ever drink Jungle Juice? It came in a carton.
No. Well, I had Jungle Juice, but it wasn't that. I got it from a dude in Newburgh who mixed a bunch of liquors and papaya juice together and sold it to me for $5. He called it Jungle Juice.
He called it Jungle Juice?
Yeah.
Sounds racist.
That dude was the most interesting guy I've ever met in my life.
Oh, wow.
His name was Harold. Uh-huh. He was like a 50-something. No, that's being nice. He was probably like 60-something years old, black dude, but he still combed his hair back like he was like in fucking Cadillac Records or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was insane. He had all these peculiar stories about fucking chicks overseas when he was in the army. But they were all horrible, nasty, disgusting stories.
Yeah, dude.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah, we sent the best of the best over there to take care of evil, didn't we?
But shout out Harold in Newburgh.
Yeah, dude.
Selling the Jungle Juice.
Jungle Juice. The Jungle Juice that we had, not as cool as Harold's, but pretty cool. It was like the cheapest... Like the design, I'll put it up on the screen. The design of Jungle Juice. I'm gonna try and put Jungle Juice as the background for the whole show. Actually,
yes.
The Jungle Juice.
Do that and the Juicy Juice can. Put them side by side. Versus.
We'll call it. The episode will be called "The Juice."
Who's got the juice?
Who's got the juice? That's a good one, actually.
You got the juice now, dog. I love that movie. Have you seen the movie Juice? I hope you have. Tupac, Omar Epps.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It's classic.
But Jungle Juice was the shit. Probably not as good as the movie Juice or your Jungle Juice, but it did have a fun label. It was like, I feel like it was like some kind of giraffe, and it was one color. The label was all this weird, like, unnatural pink color.
What was it about back in the day and the peculiar animals and the cool shit around them, like Jeffrey the giraffe?
What was he? Was he just a kid?
Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah.
The zebra from remember the gum with the zebra on it?
Yeah, Fruit Shot Gum?
Yeah.
Fruit Shot Gum.
Toucan Sam?
They were obsessed with the jungle.
You know? Charmin, the bears?
That bear always freaked me out.
Dude,
it would always like move like sideways, like or whatever.
Something about just products and animals go together. Animal crackers.
Fucking Snuggle Bear. Snuggle. Is Snuggle a thing?
Snuggie. Yeah, the fucking fabric softener.
Did you say that? What was the other one?
Charmin.
Charmin. Is that the bear?
Yeah.
That's the bear. I'm thinking Snuggle is the real soft bear, and it was like a puppet.
For some reason, Jake Hovis reminds me of the Charmin bear.
Yeah, he's shaped exactly. Jake Hovis looks like the Charmin bear.
And for some reason, I feel like he has a strong take on good toilet paper.
Only whiter.
Yeah.
He looks like.
Kind of like a polar Charmin bear.
Shout out Jake Hovis.
Shout out Jake Hovis.
Jake Hovis looks like the Charmin bear, only whiter.
I just feel like Jake Hovis could really break down good toilet paper and his appreciation for it. That's a big fella.
Yeah.
You know.
He got short arms, though.
Does he?
Like
a T-Rex?
I don't know. I can't really tell. He might have short arms.
Yeah.
Or it could just be that the rest. He could also have very long arms. I don't know. Comparatively, the ratio, I don't know, but like his arms are probably longer than my arms.
Yeah. I bet he's got a cock like a tree trunk.
Oh, dude. I just imagined it. Shout out, Jake.
The best clean comic that I seen last week.
Jake Hovis is extremely funny. That guy's very funny.
He is. Early on, dude, he used to really give me the fucking shade. It's hilarious. I walked up to him one time and I was like, hey, what's going on, big fella? And he literally didn't even look at me and just walked through me like I was invisible. I felt like I was like in the movie Ghost.
Well, he
was supposed to be my Patrick Swayze, and he shaded me. I could have rubbed him big shoulders while he was molding clay. He's a fucking dick.
I think he may just be like a little awkward, because I felt that too, and then I realized I was like, oh, I think maybe he's just not like, maybe a little awkward.
Yeah,
maybe a little focused.
Yeah.
Autism.
I think it's just because early on I sucked so bad. He was like, I just don't want to talk to this. That
could have been it too.
I don't think he wanted my suck to rub off
suck.
on him. You know, I feel that way sometimes every now and then. I'll see somebody bomb so hard, and then they come talk to me like, nah. Don't put that juju on me, motherfucker. It's like the Annabelle doll. I don't want your demons of your suck on me.
Oh, really?
I get paranoid about it.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm shroomed out. And when I'm shroomed out at the club and somebody's bombing, it hurts my soul.
It hurt. Yeah, it does hurt.
I feel like it's going to happen to me now.
Dude, I had so much fun hosting the other night. I roasted everybody.
That's the funnest, dude.
I love hosting.
I went up there like kind of feeling weird after Andrew Thompson's celebration of life, and I just went up there to do a set. And,
was it that night?
Yeah, and Mel was like, I need you to host. I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't really sign up for all that, you know, but I did it because, you know, whatever. And, dude, I just wasn't having it for the bullshit comedy. This dude went up one time, and I was just like, he come off, I was like, well, he fucking sucks. I was just calling him as I seen him, dude. Usually after the open mic, when the lights come on, everybody's leaving, you know, people that have first-timers and shit, even when you kind of riff on them a little bit, they're like, oh, man, hey, dude. Not that night, dude. After that, everybody was side like looking like, let's follow him back to his car. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
I was ruthless, dude. I was like, man, y'all suck. I didn't have no time for no bullshit comedy at night, dude. I was in my feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, hosting's good just because you get more stage time, but it is, I don't know.
Hosting on a good night's fun.
Hosting hosting, and then also I don't know. I feel like and I'm okay with it, but I do feel like I have to take a part of myself out of it because I quickly. I don't know. I guess I have to leave some of my ego off stage. I can't take it on stage with me.
Yeah.
If I'm like just whatever, I'm just doing a spot. I don't care. But like if I'm hosting, I'm always like really concerned for the whole that the show keeps going and that And I think I've hosted a couple times where I may have gone too hard in the paint and maybe like. Had to dig myself out. So instead of starting here and trying to slowly get up to here, I would dig myself in a hole with like edgy shit and then try and get out of it. But what I've been realizing is like the deeper you dig, you gotta get you may come back up out of that hole. That really deep hole you dug and it looks like, whoa, look how awesome this is, but you really just got back to where you started.
Yeah.
Because if you make everybody hate you just because, like just for the sake of being, I'm talking about myself here, for being edgy, I've realized I don't need to like necessarily dig myself a hole at the beginning. And I used to do that. I used to like go real hard in the first minute or two, and then I would turn people off, and then I have to spend the next however many minutes trying to get them back to square one where they don't hate me, So I think that's just coming with doing it more and like, but
I've done that with riffs plenty of times, man. I'll have a riff in the moment I think's funny, and I'll say it, and then I'll see the reaction from the crowd, like, oh, that was just mean. Whoops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This one dude I went up after, man, he was at a mixed mic and he was singing, but it was like funny shit, and he did good. But good boy, was he unfortunate in the face. He was just a rough looking fella, you know what I mean?
Unfortunate in the face.
So I went up after and I was riffing and I said, boy, I've heard of having a no, what I say? I said, man, I told him, I said, boy, you only got a face a mother could love. And he told me, she left me at birth. I said, whew, that's a special kind of ugly. But man, when I tell you the room did not appreciate, they all was like, what?
That's so funny.
I was like, oh, well, that was me. My bad, man. You are ugly, right? I mean, you got a mirror, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you don't know what he looks like, right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't come up with nothing new.
Yeah.
You look at yourself every day.
I'm just saying the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my riff before that, I should have just left with it because it was good, though. Because I told him, I said, woo, give it up for that last guy. And they were like, yeah. I said, I'm an alcoholic. And I feel like his face is what my liver looks like. I should have just left it at that. But then I had to just go a little deeper.
Yeah. That was... Yeah, it's weird doing it. It's hard to. I do enjoy it. That show I do down in Tennessee.
Was it Pulaski?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're from originally, right?
Yeah. I do enjoy roasting. That check out my new clip. Also follow me on TikTok, please.
While you can.
Thank you.
How long's TikTok still got? Are they trying to shut it down? Isn't that the thing? Banned or some shit?
No, they're just trying to somebody will buy it.
Yeah. What my thing is, like, even if they did, there'll just be something else pop up just like it.
TikTok's, their algorithm is something, it is something crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think it'll go away. There's too much money. I mean, there's too much money.
I would think.
Going around. Yeah, it's crazy.
I just don't understand what's the point of banning it.
Because I think there are security issues, and also I think that a lot of Americans are addicted to it, and so it's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm just like, I listen to the news not every day. I used to listen more, but I've had to kind of back up because it's just fucking, it sucks, and I'm like, we suck. Like, we just keep...
Oh, dude, the world is insane.
But like America, I love America, but we fucking we're liars, and all we do is sell and propagate war across the world. That's our fucking thing that we do, and it's just horrible. I hate to get serious, but I mean, it's fuck. I can't, because it's all a big fucking sham.
Oh yeah,
it's
dude.
all a sham.
It's
one thing to the next. What can and I don't mean to get into it.
Well, the wild thing about it is, man, it's there's the propaganda that they give us and the reasons behind everything, and then there's the way what they really do and what they really set out and the reasoning behind shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for us, it seems wild. The funny thing is, people look at shit that happens that seems like common sense, and they act like politicians and like the global elite and the corporate structure is a bunch of buffoons for what they're doing. No, dude, they're not idiots. It might seem like you might not be able to think it makes sense to you, but it don't make sense because of the way they sold it to you and for your belief of what it should be. But if you look at everything they do for what it really is and what they stand to gain for it and their agenda and their initiatives, it's going swimmingly for them.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? We're just the dummies that's like, oh, politicians really care about people and want to save the world. That's the biggest hoax. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they are not trying to save people. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I agree with you. Yeah, it's just, it's all a game. And fuck, dude, I watched this documentary. So I'm not trying to get political. This isn't really political, but
dude, I love political shit, man. I hate people that get so butthurt over because of the propaganda. Yeah. Like, you say something that triggers them, like you're mad over a liar.
Yeah,
that dude lied to you. That's why you believe what the fuck he said in the first place.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel good to admit that you got duped. Like, admitting, like, because you have to admit that, you know.
Oh, it feels so bad that they got an entire two halves of this country that won't admit it. And they would actually just go deeper into the lie than admit it.
Yeah.
It's the strangest thing.
Dude, this documentary I watched this weekend, it's called The Program. And it's about these schools, and I guess the company that owns them all is called WASP. And it's basically like behavioral school, like a boarding school. These boarding schools, but they're Christian based, and they're like, I think they're somehow connected to the Mormon church. But basically, parents would send their kids to these schools they're like troubled kids, but they would get there and they couldn't look at each other, they couldn't speak, they couldn't do anything. They had to sleep on like a mattress in a hallway. They weren't, I mean, just literal physical and mental abuse for like years. But then they would tell them, if you tell your parents what's happening, well, you know, you get, you know, it was like a points-based system, and you had to like go up a level, and there was all these crazy rules. It was just complete mind control.
Yeah.
And fuck these kids up, and the kids that got out of there are the ones that made the documentary. And so they're like, you're getting back together and talking about everything that happened. And it's this, I forgot the name of the family, but it's this one family that like sort of started it all. And now, and the one guy who started it was like on Mitt Romney's, in his cabinet when he ran for president last time. He's a Utah guy. And they've gotten legislation passed so that foster kids, and probably, I would say, immigrant kids too, that come into the country and then don't have a place to go, they're getting them and they're sending them to these schools. And like some of them, they showed one, it was just like and they're in a cage, like, and they had to walk around this track, like no shade. It was in somewhere down in Mexico. They're just torturing these children.
Yeah.
And it's being paid for now. This is recent development, I think 2021 or something. It's now being paid for by tax dollars. So they have foster children. And I mean, it's like, I know it sounds like a conspiracy, but like, the conservatives are always the ones that don't want abortion. And they you know, so if you have a bunch of unwanted children that go into foster care, then they can get funneled into these programs, and these people just get rich, and they're like, it's literal human trafficking. And our country is, but it's all legal.
Yeah.
It's all within the boundaries of our laws, and it's fucking retarded. And I hate it. Like
Well, that's the wildest thing to me too, man. It's like there's never been a time in my life or a story that I've heard of foster children in foster homes being good. You know what I mean?
What? Oh, really?
Like, kids always have horror stories being in foster homes of all this crazy shit happening, this and that. Yeah. And it's been a known thing forever. And people have to jump through fucking hurdles and spend crazy money and go through all this paperwork to adopt a kid. And they make it so fucking hard for people to adopt them. But it's like, dude, that's how you know it's all a sham, dude, and the government don't give a fuck about people, dude. Why? For my entire life, is it been known that foster cares are fucked up for kids? You can't fix it. You can't make it to where it's a safe place for kids. It's a good thing. Like, actually being in foster care gives them a chance. Like, they could get an education, play sports, play instruments, do things like there's a way you could actually regulate it and fix it to where it's a good thing. But it's not. It's never, and nobody's ever going to fix it. You know what I mean? Just like, why is school shootings a thing? All the time. You telling me that you can't at this point figure out a way just to stop that shit and just make it to where, and I'm not talking about you got to take everybody's guns, this and that. Like, dude, just put fucking police at all the fucking schools. Like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, when I went to Dunbar, there was 8 cops at the fucking high school at any time. If you got caught with weed there, they put you in the back of a cop car and you went to jail. Like,
my kids go. My oldest went there. My youngest she's a junior there. They've had metal detectors and police in there since either one of them.
It was like that when I went there in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like, dude, you could do that. These are government paid people. That's a government building. It's the school.
Yeah.
Just instead of having them going and giving people, ruining people's day in the fucking traffic, have them protect these goddamn kids. What are you talking about? Like, why would that be? And everybody's like, well, you shouldn't have teachers with guns in school, and if you get rid of the guns, it'll have like that's all.
Teachers don't need guns either.
My thing is that's all stupid arguments.
I'm not going to talk shit about teachers, but
no, but my thing is
teachers can be bad.
Well, my thing, that's a stupid argument. Yeah. The answer's not give a fucking gym teacher a goddamn shotgun. It's just have the fucking proper security there. National Guard, police, somebody the government already pays because it's a government building. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And then a motherfucker ain't gonna know I can go in here with a fucking AR-15 and kill a bunch of kids because I'm a fucking psycho because there's nobody here with a gun to stop me. Be like, no, bitch, you got to pass police with guns to even get in the door.
Yeah. Well,
what are you talking about? We could fix it. They don't want to fix it.
Megan said that they just this week, I think today, they implemented the metal detectors. And I was like, y'all didn't have metal detectors in Louisville? And they're like, nope. They used to, and they took them out because that's like not progressive or whatever. It's like, hey, some of these kids are gonna do bad stuff, and that's just a reality of the world. You know what I mean? It's like they act like to have something like that. I mean, you have it in any government building you go in now. If you go in the courthouse, they have security. They have protocol.
Yeah. So, and that's
you can't
the thing.
Just fucking.
So we can protect these judges and these prosecutors.
Yeah.
But not your kids.
Yeah. I mean, my kids are kind of almost out of the school system, I guess. But
like the funny thing is, and then you have politicians want to like fight to take citizens' guns, but have more security around them than God knows. With guns.
Yeah, it's all like...
So it's like you understand the need of security.
Yeah.
To keep your life safe. But you don't understand how to implement that in school where people's children are at?
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah. It's crazy. I know I sound like an old man. I'm like, what about the children?
Well, and my thing is just look at all the shit, like funding. Like, why is this school like a bad school and that school on the other side of town is good?
Yeah,
they don't have funding. Funding from the people who print money. Huh.
Yeah.
But you can fund a war.
Oh, yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
But you can't cut the grass around this school. You can't pay these teachers enough to fucking want to come here. That's
the move.
It's a lie.
That's what they need to do is just start the military training in school. and then you get some of that. You get some of that military money in school.
You know?
And these kids, by the time they're 6th grade, they're fucking killers, dude.
And then
we send them over to Gaza, fucking lights out.
And then a school shooter's just more like fucking a class.
Yeah.
You know? Like we got an active shooter running through here. You got to use your train. You got to touch him here when he's not looking or so.
Or some shit. In gym, doing active shooter.
Yeah, fuck
hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, fuck climbing a rope. You have to kill this man.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually, I bet like Gen Z kids would be into it. They're pretty.
It's like LARPing.
They're really nihilistic.
Yeah, they all want to join Antifa anyways. You know what I mean? That's what they should do, like a real protest riot in school, like riot training. You know what I mean? First, you got to do paint your hair purple.
Yeah.
You got to be okay with killing kids and sucking dicks, and then you got to go fight those rednecks over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now go get him, Tiger.
Go get him.
This is how you pass gym class.
Yeah. We would be so strong. Yeah, like, you know, some countries do mandatory military service.
Israel?
We just do it. We start young.
Honestly, I really don't see
also,
a huge
teachers
problem
are
with that.
awesome. My girlfriend's a teacher. My parents and grandparents were all teachers. Yeah. I also was a teacher for 6 years. Teachers rule. Yeah. But also some of them are child molesters.
Yeah. But all the people that you know that are teachers and have met along the way, how many of them do you think should have a Glock in their desk?
You know what's crazy? My dad taught school long enough ago. He's dead now, but he taught in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s when he started. He taught hunter safety at school. They shot guns at school, and he was the teacher.
Yeah,
yeah, that's insane. They had like a hillside that they would just shoot at it.
Now these kids are taking shots of Tide Pods. You know, you ever done that? You ever ate a Tide Pod just to see what it was all about?
No,
me neither.
That's pretty. No, I mean I'm hungry most of the time. I do like to eat.
Honestly, if you look at it for a second, it does look like just like a delicious gummy treat.
It does. I bought some gummies in Indiana, and they were like, you know, the little peach ring gummies?
Yes.
That you can get like 2 for $1, but they had fucking weed in them.
How were they?
Fucking great. Each one of them was 40 milligrams.
Yeah?
So I'd take one of those and just be like, nah. Yeah, I can't do edibles unless I'm trying to go to, like, if I do them, I'm just going to go to sleep. Like, I can't. They do something. I guess the way I metabolize them, it just makes me sleepy.
Yeah.
But like smoking weed makes me, I'll get woked up. I get woke.
I like edibles. My favorite edible experience so far was in Vegas. You know, like when you go to like a vacation destination or a touristy place like that, they got them big tall ass plastic cups with the long straws in them with all the booze in them. You know. Yeah. So I found a dispensary that had those, but instead of booze, it was a THC fucking smoothie. Bro, by the time I got to half that cup, I was folded. I'm talking fucked up. There's a video somewhere out there in the ether of me sitting at a slot machine, crying, laughing at nothing. I'm not playing slots. I'm just sitting there. I'm not even with anybody. And I'm live on Facebook or something, laughing my ass off. That's how great that drink was.
Shout out to Burning Acre down in Tennessee. They're like a THC shop. They sell like really good gummies and snacks.
But is it like the Delta shit?
It's the legal version of it. But I had one of their Delta 9 whatever infused like drinks. It was like a carbonated drink. Kind of tasted like an energy drink.
Yeah.
And I think it was an energy drink, but it also had like a lot of THC in it. And I was fucking... I ended up having to fall asleep upstairs at the East Room in East Room in Nashville.
Yeah. Probably one of my favorite mics I've ever done.
Yeah, it's a good one. I always bomb there, but it is fun.
I just love the house band and shit. Just a cool vibe,
dude,
you know what I mean?
I forgot those guys' names, but they were the funniest part of the whole night. They killed harder than anybody.
Did they really?
One of the guys, the guitar player, went up and did a set, and he fucking murdered. I was like, fucking, what's this guy? I was asking some of the local comics. I was like, I've never seen him. And they're like, yeah, he just does this. He never does anything else.
Just that.
He plays music, I think, maybe for a living.
Yeah.
And then does that. But he's just funny, but he's not interested in like the...
He don't really want to be a stand-up. He just does that.
Yeah, but I can't remember his name, but dude was fucking... He had some really funny jokes.
Dude, there's some killers down in Nashville, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude.
There's some hitters, man.
Dude, they're all cool.
John Dollar's a funny motherfucker.
John
dude.
Dollar, him and Nick Weir, I got them coming back up. You should hit them up, try to get them on some of your stuff, too. They're good.
I have every intention on getting John Dollar on one of these Murder Circus stages.
Yeah, dude. Kyler Finney, who else? Shout out Cameron Shepard, Connor Larson, big shout out.
Yeah, Connor's a cool motherfucker,
Zach
man.
Townsend, Taylor Williams, Allison Summers.
She was on that Don't Tell I Was on, right?
Amber Autry, Brad Sativa. Just like Nashville is fucking stacked.
Miriam Kirk, hilarious.
Yeah, Miriam's very funny. Belly Button.
Oh yeah, shout out Belly Button. That's the homie.
Yeah. It's like
shit. Flash Flood, he's a monster.
I don't think I know him.
And then hell, you got them hitters down there now. Shit, Steve Burns down there. Fucking, of course, Nate, and then Theo Vaughn. Like, their scenes is kind of like a little mini micro Austin almost. You know what I mean?
Their Zanies is building another room. So it's gonna be, I forgot what the name of it is, but it opens in, I think, late April. And it's like a room, and it's more for like local comics to like. They're gonna have mics. It's gonna be a place to like to
work,
to cultivate. Yeah,
gym.
Yeah. Because I mean, Zany's next door is selling out. They could sell out every night of the week, and I think they are. Like it's almost like that. And that's incredible.
I went in there my first time on a New Material Monday.
Have you done that one?
No, I've never done shit at Zany's. I just walked in there because everybody was up there hanging.
Yeah.
But dude, Monday night open mic, wall to wall people. I've never seen a mic that packed in my life. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is an open mic,
dude. I got to last year. Like I have little goals that I like make for myself throughout a year, and I'm like, by the end of this year, I'd like to have done these things, these places, and the one that I was like, I really, really want to try is Zany's, and I was able to get up on a New Material Monday, like right at the end of the year, and it was like my whole family came. It was just like perfect. It was a perfect. It was almost it would have been better to. I was missing a few family members, and Megan wasn't there, so I would have liked more people there. But I had my sister and cousins were there and uncle, so it was like, but it was like, fuck yeah, dude, like just. Because I knew it was a long shot because I'm not in the Nashville scene.
Right.
But since then, I've been trying to make more of an effort to go down there because I love it. And they, honestly, everybody treats me so well down there. They're so nice to me.
Yeah.
So.
It's a 50-50 for me. Some of them seem a little weird, but then.
Yeah, everybody's weird.
But I think that's fucking everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's taken a year and a half, 2 years to really like of going down there, going to mics and sort of slowly meeting people. And then, but I've, in the course of doing all that, everyone's been super cool to me. And I'm just like fucking stoked to even be, connected with those homies down there. Fucking.
Yeah, I love shooting in there. I'll be down there, I think in like 2 weeks. Something like that. I'm going there whenever my kid's spring break is. I'm going down there 'cause she wants to see my sister, and
that's like that's next week, isn't it?
I think so.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there.
Are you really? I'm gonna be down there with the fifth through 7th or 4th through 6th or some shit. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me show you. Let me see
I'm trying
exactly.
to think when I'll be there.
Let me see exactly when I'll be down there. I said the 5th through 6th, so like what, a day? No, I'll be down there longer than that.
Well, I'll be down there too. Maybe we can link up, dog.
Hell yeah, I might be. I don't know. Oh, the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
That's okay? I may be there early. We'll figure it out.
And then the next week, I got to run a murder circuses. But I might possibly be on a show the 6th in Clarksville. Yeah, maybe. Billy Button might be liaison.
Yeah, I need to get you down on the Pulaski show too. We'll figure one out. I've got them it's the third Friday of every month at Venue 220. We can do you want to like this should be out like probably by tomorrow. So I like to get them out quick in case. I know it's crazy, but I like to do them and get them out because what happens to it, no one would be able to get it out properly if I died, you know what I mean? So I like to I know that's a crazy way to think about it.
Yeah.
But that's how I think about it.
I always try to get my shit out because I just know, like, I'll look up and 2 months later I forgot to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. Yeah. That was good shit.
Do you have anything that you want to like promote? We're growing, and thank you everybody. I'm going to start a Patreon soon. And I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be yet, but I do want to do that because there's some other content that I think might be fun to put on there, like some of the pre-roll, post-roll stuff, stuff that maybe I don't want to talk about for free. Like, about, just more... just a little bit deeper. So I'm thinking about that just because why not? I'm making it anyway. It's just a matter of posting it somewhere else. So, but yeah, this week I'll be in Knoxville, Chattanooga, and then back to Lexington. This Saturday in Lexington, I have a Don't Tell. It's a late show, and Dylan Jacob, who is opening for Ari Shaffir at the Opera House, is coming over to close the Don't Tell show. And so we're doing a late show. So that's this week. And then next week, have a Don't Tell. Lee Kimbrell headlining that one.
Hell yeah. Shout out Lee Kimbrell, too, man.
Yeah.
Always.
Lee's the dude.
He's always cool as fuck when I come up there, man, to go bananas.
Yeah.
Hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, you should. Him, Blake, Hammond, Rand, fucking Mark Shalafoo.
You ever seen
there's so many good Cincinnati comics.
You seen
to
Chris
get down
Seamer?
Here. Yeah. Oh, Chris, I'm fucking
hilarious, dude.
Chris Seamer is the man.
I only remember seeing him. I was at that Commonwealth Sanctuary with him. Cool. But the night that I did my set and immediately left because I had the shits like all day. Like I shit up until I left, did my set, and then left again. But I seen him at Go Bananas. I think we're off.
Well, to internal, we're still going here.
All right,
that's fine.
But no, dude, fucking hilarious, dude. He fucked that room up.
Yeah, he's very funny.
But all of them dudes are great. I ain't shit on none of them. But yeah, he's a funny ass dude.
Well, can you tell? I guess we can wrap it up. Can you tell everybody where to find you and follow you and all that good stuff?
Comedian Jwal on Instagram, Blurred Minds Media on Facebook, Blurred Minds 23 on Instagram, Murder Circus on Instagram, anything Blurred Minds related.
Blurred Minds related.
And then, of course, YouTube, Blurred Minds Media, and Spotify, Blurred Minds Media. And outside of that, we got a run in April. April the 11th, we'll be in Lexington, Kentucky at Brick Oven Pizzeria with probably the craziest lineup we've put together yet. We got the winner of the Shamrock Showdown gonna do a special little guest set for us, Drew Blankenship. And then right after that, man, we got a double headliner, the two titans around here, Kevin White, who is probably maybe the funniest motherfucker in the goddamn state as far as I've seen. As far as my humor goes, he's tough. And then right after that, Mandy McKelvey.
Oh, damn.
Double headliner. Then April the 12th will be at Hawk's Corner with Corey Miller, Grant Volkmar, and Mandy McKelvey. And then April 13th will be in Richmond, Kentucky at Gillum Sports Lounge with Ken Ray, Chris Bowman, and Mandy McKelvey. And then 420 will be at Hawk's Corner with Ty Leach, Uncle Randy, and Tim Northern, and sounds by the Jake Reber Threber.
Nice.
And that'll round out what we got up until Derby.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody check out Blurred Minds, Jwal, the fucking man. Thanks for letting me use your spot to record this too.
Anytime, brother.
Dude, I'm serious. I might do it because, yeah, if you want to be on my podcast, hit me up. I might say yes and I might say no. I'll probably say yes, but I can still say no. That's the beauty of America. That's why America's still good, because I can still say no.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no matter what Diddy trying to say.
No matter what.
No matter what Diddy does. I do the way they did frame that about Diddy, like he is just such a bully. You know what I mean? I can't stand like when people try to like make you do something, it drives me up a wall. I'll like, even if I want to do it, if somebody's like, do this, I'll be like, I'll never do it now.
Oh, I'm the same way, dude. That's why it never really worked out for me in jobs.
Yeah, fuck jobs. This, yeah, please like and tell people if you like it. A few people have mentioned that, had asked me why I wasn't doing any more episodes. So thank you for asking me that. It reminded me that I needed to do it, and I fucking love doing this shit. So
hell yeah.
Anyway, thank you again. I'm gonna probably bother you and make you let me use this space more,
dude.
Now that I'm in Louisville.
Mi casa su casa, brother.
Fuck yeah, dude. Jwal. Oh wait, we got to do a picture for the what's it called?
For the thumbnail.
For the thumbnail. Fuck yeah, dude. All right.